All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are, week 4 already halfway through the season. And what a season it's been, and what a season is going to continue to be. But we are back now with week 4 of Apex Legends kicking off right now on Kings Canyon. But before we hop into the action, everybody in the chat, please, GLHF, good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, as he promised to. Set a positive example of my behavior. Show integrity by honoring the rules. Be a good sport whether I win or lose. Recognize that my words have real impact. Speak up against discrimination, harassment, and abuse. Stop, listen, and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful. And respect others, even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump into Apex Legends. All right, here we are on Kings Canyon. Let's take a look at who is going to be fighting off the drop. We've got a lot of teams here in the southeast corner, but none of them are directly on top of each other, at least not yet, but definitely they're going to be spotting each other out. Let's take a look at the Gnome Blades here with Cadence, as they are directly across from the Troy Eagles to the south here over by Repulsor. Meanwhile, down here, we have the Hanover Horde, who are directly looking over the Madworth team. So they've got like a high ground position, just kind of peering down on them, but they're so far away, there's no way they're going to be able to hit them, right? At least until they get a sniper. Looking around at the rest of the map here. Let's see where else these other teams have dropped. Oh, we've got some teams approaching each other pretty quickly. It's the Cincinnati Lions. Cincinnati Lions black here. And then they are right next to, it looks like, the Irvine Dragons with Ogibo, Doom, and Ogibo yet again. So we've got two teams getting real close to each other right there. In the chat, I see we've got some people cheering their teams on. Adriel saying, go Augustin Gnomes. Manshark saying, let's go Lions. Even Golden Striker was in here. Hey, Golden Striker. Mags Maria cheering on the Gnomes, saying, let's go Gnomes. Nico in the chat says, where can I register for Fortnite? And Ryder says, let's go Asheville Bears and Greenville Guardians. Nico, go ahead and use exclamation point join XPL to find a team near you if you want to play some Fortnite with us. All right, let's take a look around here. Black Belt playing as a solo. Look at them. That's a scary position for them. They are literally stuck in between a whole bunch of teams here. There might actually, over here to the west, there might be a team fight happening already with the Asheville Bears. Gnome Ants seem to be aware of this position because they are running literally straight towards the Asheville Bears. Okay, they've heard them now. They heard the Asheville Bears inside the building. And Asheville Bears have already got into some high ground. They're above the other players. Oh my goodness. Things are about to pop off right here. Asheville Bears about to go ahead and then start the engagement. It is starting off already.
Check out this area.
And let's see here. Are the gnome ants taking the bait? Are they fighting? I see scribbles pushing east. It looks like they're all pushing eastward. They don't necessarily want to fight here, it seems like to me. Asheville Bears are getting out of here. They deployed a little weather balloon there. Now they're going to redeploy and get out of here. So they're not going to take the fight. Which I think is fair. This early in the game, no need to fight. Mesby in the chat. Hello, Mesby. They were co-casting with me last weekend. Thanks for hopping by, Mesby. Thanks for hopping by. And here we've got a couple more fights going on. It's the Cincinnati Lions Black. And they're going to be hot dropping. Oh, they were about to drop straight onto this cluster of teams here. But I think they saw, oh my goodness, there's so many teams here. Never mind, let's go somewhere else. Drone detected, so they've been spotted by the crypto drone. That's scouting them out. And I believe that's a crypto drone for the Cupertino Grizzly. So Cupertino Grizzly have full eyes on the Irvine Dragons. Irvine spotted out. I see Grimblade, Water Can't Aim, Cadence, Minty Rider, Captain Grim. I need lamb ammo. So many team fights happening very quickly. Let me see if I can go ahead and catch any of them before they finish off here. Let me see, not over here. What about over here? Any team fights going on here? We have Madworth and the Gnome Ants. Gnome Ants are dropping right on top of Madworth. Moving on right past them, and the Gnome Ants, they just want to get out of there, so they're running away. They're trying not to get stuck in a fight with Madworth. They found themselves a nice little building to hold up in. Blitz takes tons of damage. Goes down to half health. Gnome Ants throwing some explosives in the area. Just trying to harass a little bit. They're getting some shield damage on. Madworth now rotating to the other side of the river. And just in time, the Hanover Horde are here to join the fray. Meanwhile, up here to the north, Bearded Dragons have lost Captain Grim. Zero and Infinite Vibes are still alive. Looks like they were being taken down here by the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Is that right? I don't see any eliminations for these two, so I don't think that's the case. Looking back at the rest of the map here, I don't see any other team fights that are going to be actively continuing, but it looks like the Bearded Dragons are about to run right towards Solo the YOLO. Solo the YOLO certainly spots them out. They've got only 5 more seconds to recover their teammate's banner. Indeed they do. They're going to get their teammate's banner, but they don't know just how dangerous of a spot they're in right now. The fight kicks off and they are fish in a barrel. Their only hope is to get out of there in time, but it will not happen. The Asheville Bears lay a trap and it bears fruit. Look at that. Taken out. Zero. And Captain Grim and all the others right there. Finishing off that squad with a nice trap play. Let's take a look here. We've got the Cincinnati Lions Black. They've already taken out 3 players. And they're fighting over here against this team at the on top of the tower. It's the Cincinnati Lions Orange. So Lions versus Lions. There can only be one king of the jungle. It looks like both lions are fighting. Now things are going to get a little more complicated as we have another team from the east pushing in. Cincinnati Lions Black moving in to the tower, going level by level, clearing it through. And another team fight happening over here, I believe, where the Franklin Phoenix have taken out already 2 members of the Hanover Horde. Slug Life on their last legs here. It's going to be very difficult for them to survive this encounter. They have no escape abilities. They're getting surrounded on all sides. It's only a matter of time. and they will be taking out. Let's go ahead and quickly jump back over here. Cincinnati Lions Black and the Cincinnati Lions Orange. They're still relatively even. Neither of them have taken each other out. And here the No Mowers, who were previously moving in from the east, actually rotated over to the north, took over this building. But now the Cincinnati Lions Orange are going to have to deal with the No Mowers who they just dropped in on. So they just left one team fight and immediately land onto another team. Sly Fox gets knocked down. And now Mr. Me and Nate Dogg are going to have to fight in order to keep their buddies, get their buddy Sly Fox back up. No Mowers, wasting no time. They take down Nate Dogg. Saberific trying to line up a shot. Mr. Me with just the alternator trying to run. Look at that. They've got the little statue there. And we can see rotating around from this other side. Another team's coming. It's the Cincinnati Lions Black. They've rotated around to the other side. They've moved around from here, joining this other team, joining the team fight. So maybe they're going to hop in and join the chaos. Let's take a look here. No Mowers now having to deal with the Cincinnati Lions Black from behind. They took down one of the Lions, two of the Lions on the Cincinnati Lions Orange team, and now the Cincinnati Lions Black are here to get revenge. They're going to be running straight towards Mr. Me. Indeed, they do. They get pushed straight towards Mr. Me, and that's going to be it for all members of the Cincinnati Lions Orange taken out. Cincinnati Lions Black looking good. Meanwhile, over here, we've got the Gnome Darts, and it appears they are finishing off the Cupertino Grizzlies. Never Wumbula putting up a decent fight here, but there's nothing much they can do against all the rising pressure. Gnome Darts take out a trio here. Let's take a look at the scoreboard right now, see what's going on in the match overall. We've got eliminated teams so far. I believe Cupertino Grizzlies, Cincinnati Orange Lions, Omaha Infinity, Triangle Shogun, Hanover Horde, Rocky Mountain Grizzlies? Yeah, Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, Bearded Dragons, Wellington Mustangs, Gnome Blades, and the Troy Evo Eagles have all been eliminated, and now the No Mowers also eliminated. Our kill leaders in the lobby are currently the Franklin Phoenix, closely followed by the Gnome Darts, the Cincinnati Lions Black, and the Cincinnati Lions Black. Interesting to see that No Mowers, a team with 6 eliminations, got taken out like that. Let's go back down here. Cincinnati Lions Black. Right next to them are the Gnome Darts, right? No, I thought I saw more cursors there. No, they don't have another team. So it looked like the teams have all kind of claimed their different spots on the map here. We've got over here the Gnome Darts. Over here to the north, we've got the Asheville Bears, who are about to have to fight the Gnome Darts. Grimblade with that Nemesis. None of them really have any snipers to take any long-range fights, which is just fine. Over here, Irvine Dragons, still on gray shields, so they really need some better shields. They could use an upgrade. Asheville Bears popping some smokes because they know that Gnome Darts are pushing in.
Let's reposition. Thank you.
Asheville Bears choose to hold up inside the building, use this as their defensive base. The Gnome Darts keeping an eye on them. Looking for any other movements on the map. And there we go, Gnome Darts. Oh, Tiger Fox goes down to one shot. Nearly goes down. That would have been huge. We're going to take cover from this ultimate here. And great trades coming out here for the Asheville Bears. Asheville Bears are really coming out on top when it comes to these trades. Oh my goodness, the Sentinel shot almost lands. And there we go, 151 gets the knock on a Riri. And they're going to push in on that. Here comes Welsh pushing in. Grimblade trying to hold them off, but taking too much damage. They have to turn back. And now they're already right outside the building. Welsh just coming in and drilling them down with Sheila, the minigun. Reed drops down. Now it's just up to Grim, and Grim gets taken out too. Gnome Darts take out another trio. Asheville Bears, it was a good fight, but that unfortunate shot from the Sentinel, they were peeking out just a little bit too long and get domed by the Sentinel. Gotta respect the enemy Cincinnati Lions Black are preparing to breach into the room with the Troy Eagles. Doors about to go down. Doors broken through. Water can't aim, immediately gets their shields broken. EJ Dead Rider goes down to one shot. Can they get this other player down? Out of ammo on the alternator, but they got to keep fighting. And that's going to be it for the Troy Eagles. Cincinnati Lions Black. JS Legend goes down, but they do manage to take out another trio for it. Gnome Darts see this as an opportunity. They want to take down this other team. They want to take down the Cincinnati Lions rather while they're weak. They've got full shields. They just got cleaned themselves up after a team fight. They're ready to go. But Cincinnati Lions are really not ready for another team fight. JS Legend taking down Ramadan, and Water Can't Aim are going to have to fight this out 2v3. Meanwhile, Ogibo just got taken down for the Irvine Dragons. Looks like Madworth are camping them on the edge of Storm. Doom gets knocked down. Ogibo still in the heat shield. All alone here. Back over here, Gnome Darts and Cincinnati Lions Black. Both teams have stabilized, and now they're basically on equal footing, except for the fact that the Gnome Darts have a objectively better position, I would say. They've kind of surrounded the Lions right now inside this building. Kaon finishes off Ogibo, and that's going to be it for the Irvine Dragons. They're taken out. So Madworth finishes off. Oh, actually, no. Doom is still alive. So Irvine Dragons are still in this. Cincinnati Lions stuck inside the building. Gnome Darts trying to break their way in, but now they've got to deal with the Gnome Ants over to the east, and now the Madworth team coming in from the north. So Gnome Darts are pretty much surrounded on all sides by multiple teams, and they've got to be super careful. Otherwise, it could easily be them getting taken out. Cincinnati Lions actually have a pretty nice defensible position, all things considered. So what was previously a trap, a position where they were trapped, is now a position where they can defend from all the other teams in the lobby. Although they do have to be very careful. There's a lot of angles they have to protect from. Madworth peeking through these windows, trying to get some shots off. Same thing for the Gnome Ants, peeking on windows from the other side. And Cincinnati Lions really do have to be managing all these angles. What a difficult position for them to play from, but also a potentially very strong position. So, gotta be very careful. No matter where they stand inside that room, there's at least one team that has an angle on them to shoot through one of those windows. Gnome Darts, do some scouting, grab some info. Looks like they've scouted out the Madworth team here. All right, they're checking their blind spots. Very nice. Gathering intel, gathering info. And Gnome Ants playing very patient. They're happy not to get involved. Madworth, though, moving in. They want to get in there. They want to fight. Or do they? Here we go. Kaon peeks through, breaks the shields. They win that trade out, but now they've got to push in further. The team's not there to back them up, and they take a lot of damage. And so they've got to kind of give up on that push into the building. And now that they've pushed in, are any other teams going to take advantage? No, it doesn't look like it. Gnome Dart still guarding this main doorway. They know they've got to keep that doorway protected. And Dr. Igneous has done a great job of protecting that doorway all by themselves. Madworth now on top of their building. They're on the top of the roof where the Gnome Darts are at. And from here they can shoot at the Gnome Ants and shoot at the Cincinnati Lions. Oh, Zool gets tons of damage here onto the Gnome Darts. They break Welch's shield down to half. Oh, sorry, not. There we go. Yes, the Cincinnati Lions Black Ramadan's shield went down to half. It looks like they changed positions a little bit to move down a layer. The storm is closing. They're all going to be forced to leave. And Madworth, if they can hold out just a little longer, they're going to have the high ground as all these teams have to leave the building. So they're playing a game of chicken right now. Whoever leaves the building first is going to take the most damage. And there it is. JS Legend for the for the Cincinnati Lions jumped out first, and now they're suffering for it because JS Legend just got downed. So it was a game of chicken, and it looks like the Cincinnati Lions lost out there. Doom finally gets found out by the Madworth team and taken down. Gnome Darts in a chaotic push to zone. Water Can't Aim is now the only Cincinnati Lion left, and they've got to face off against 3 enemies on one side, and on the rest is the unknown, and they will be taken down. Gnome Darts now one of the last squads remaining up against Madworth as a solo, and the Gnome Darts take it home, and they will be our champions here in round 1. Congratulations to the Gnome Darts coming out on top here. It really could have gone either way for any of those 4 teams between the Gnome Ants, the Gnome Darts, the Cincinnati Lions, and the Madworth team. But well done to these teams, making it all the way to the end, making it exciting, making it close, and playing a little exciting game of chicken there. Nobody wanted to be the first one out because the first one out was going to be the one that gets shot out by all the other teams. And Cincinnati Lions were the first one to break there. And after that, everything broke loose, and it was just absolute chaos. Let's take a look at the match summary here. Gnome Darts with 15 eliminations in first place. Congratulations to the Gnome Darts. What a performance. Madworth in second place with 8 eliminations. And the Cincinnati Lions, Black, look at that. 11 eliminations with a third place finish. That's more than enough to make up the point differential between second place. So definitely taking home the second place in terms of how many points they got. Gnome Ants in fourth place with 1 kill. Irvine Dragons in 5th. Troy Eagles in 6th. Asheville Bears in 7th with 3 kills. Franklin Phoenix in 8th with 6 eliminations. No Mowers in 9th with 6 kills. Cupertino Grizzlies in 10th. Cincinnati Lions Orange in 11th. Omaha Infinity in 12th. Triangle Shogun in 13th. Hanover Horde in 14th. Rocky Mountain Grizzlies in 15th. Bearded Dragons in 16th. Wellington Mustangs in 17th. Gnome Blades in 18th. And Troy Evo Eagles in 19th. And that concludes round 1. We'll be right back with round 2 in just a little bit. So keep it right here at twitch.tv/XPLeague to catch the exciting conclusion of Apex Legends today here on Saturday. All right, guys. All right, everybody, here we are. We're jumping right back in with the Troy Evo Eagles and the Wellington Mustangs. They both dropped right on the swamps, so they're pretty much right on top of each other. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. Here are the Wellington Mustangs to the north. Here's the Troy Eagles to the south. They're basically right on top of each other, but the west, oh my goodness, and nobody dropped artillery. Man, I guess nobody likes artillery. But air base, popular as always. We got one team on the south side, one team on the north side. Over here on runoff, we've got some combat. We've got some combat already over here in these little villas. The gnome ants going, kicking off right against the Cincinnati Lions orange. Looks like the gnome ants have the slight high ground above them, and they're actually going to be pushing to the south to get away from that team fight. Back over here to the east, the Wellington Mustangs have a beat on the Troy Eagles. I need light ammo. They need some HP. Meanwhile, Kaon just took down Cadence with an Arc Star. Where's that going on? That's going on over here. So we may jump over there to check out that. Because that seems to be a more active team fight here. As Clicks is about to be found out here. It's just a matter of time. Here it is. They get found out. August and Gnome 1 is the only survivor for that. Looks like the Troy Eagles have managed to escape the Wellington Mustangs, but can they escape? Can the Wellington Mustangs escape the Cincinnati Lions Black? As they are with that Sentinel. If that Sentinel manages to land a shot, it will be pretty deadly for them. All right, they spot them out with the radar from the Bloodhound. Trying to predict the movements there. Water can't aim, immediately drops down, wants to get right in the fray. Trades out. And so they've traded out 1 for 1 here. As Sprite is pushing in towards his teammate. Meanwhile, Blitz just took down Augusta Gnome once. That's it for the Augusta Gnomes that were way up here. They all just got taken down right now by the Madworth team. Cincinnati Lions have all 3 back up. Wellington Mustangs, they've lost Rimuru Tempest. Shout out to that anime, reincarnated as a slime. Has been taken out. So the Wellington Mustangs will need to hit up a respawn beacon if they want to get their teammate back up. Meanwhile, over here at Airbase, it's a little bit chaos for the Troy Eagles, as EJ Deadrider is the only one up. They've managed to take out Riri Games for the Asheville Bears, but it's still a 1v2 situation. Very treacherous. Oh, now it's a 1v1. Can EJ clutch it out? Good aim, but runs out of ammunition at the critical moment and gets taken down. Troy Eagles taken out there by the Asheville Bears. Well done, Asheville Bears, taking out that team. Meanwhile, over here, let's see what else we have going on. I see gunshots, some damage being taken here. Is there something going on? I don't think so. Here, it looks like are they being chased by the Troy Eagles too? It looks like they're at least going down the same path, but I don't think they're actively chasing. We have up here to the north, it looks like Gnome Darts are hitting up artillery. Black Belt playing as a solo for the Triangle Shogun. Getting to play some hide and seek. Gnome Mowers right here in the middle of all these trees. And things look pretty calm for now. Over here we have the Omaha Infinity, the Selfish Puppy, slinging themselves right towards the Bearded Dragons. Neither of them have noticed each other. Well, now they do. And there you go. Bearded Dragons will have the opportunity to start the fight off if that's what they want. Ooh, Water Can't Aim just took down I Need Light Ammo. So that's happening over here. Wellington Mustangs and Cincinnati Lions facing off. And the Wellington Mustangs are at a bit of a disadvantage, but they fire back and get the knock on to Ramadan. So now it's a 2v2 situation. But Lumi getting really low on HP. Sprite now being targeted. But Sprite wins out on the engagement and Ramadan goes down. And now it's just JS Legend from the Cincinnati Lions Black. Will they go back and revive their team? Indeed they will. But the Mustangs sticking around a little bit seems to maybe do a little bit of harass here and keep fighting. I don't think Ramadan's going to be able to survive. Oh, they've got a heat shield. So indeed, so they actually will be able to survive for a bit. Zero in quad. Going down. DJ Fort Pro goes down and Vixty goes down. Looks like the Troy Eagles also got taken out somewhere here to the northeast. I think that might have been the case. Over here we have the Cincinnati Lions Orange fighting off against the Hanover Horde. Booger and Slug Life go down and Foxy JJ is the only one left. It's a 2v1 situation, but Foxy JJ has absolutely no HP. It looks like they just have bandages on them. So they are not going to be able to continue this fight. Meanwhile, Cincinnati Lions Black have actually restabilized. Very clutch plays from them, getting back into the fight. And the Wellington Mustangs, they're just going to keep moving. There's no reason for them to stay here and take this fight. Now over here, Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, they've spotted out to the west the Gnome Mowers as they rotate around here. The Bearded Dragons right at this exact same time. They seem to be aware that there is a team following them, but they're also keenly aware. Yeah, here it is, the Gnome Mowers that were following them, and then Bearded Dragons have already finished rotating into bunker. Meanwhile, Foxy JJ manages to survive. Against all odds, they find themselves a very tricky hiding spot. I don't even know how you actually can get there. That's wild. Grimblade struggling with a little bit of wall climbing here. Just take the long way around. It's okay. Oh my goodness, what an interesting series of little climbs they've got to do to get up to this platform. All right, back over here, Cincinnati Lions Orange. Looks like they were able to actually win that team fight, or at least take out one of those players. But they are right next to the Bearded Dragons. Bearded Dragons are literally right below them. Sunny B drops down to confront them, and they go up to confront. So it looks like they just kind of swapped positions. Nate Dogg goes down. Sly Fox and Sunny B not far behind. Oh no. Minty was just standing still while they reloaded. And now Zero and Infinite Vibes close to going down. And it's the Franklin Phoenix moving into third party. They're going to be the ones to actually claim these limbs. Brutal chasing them down. Godspeed, the new kill leader with that elimination. Franklin Phoenix and Cincinnati Lions Orange. Sunny B, the sole survivor. Let's take a look at the match stats so far. Bearded Dragons eliminated, Cupertino Grizzlies, Troy Eagles again, and the Gnome Blades have all been eliminated. So far, our kill leaders are the Gnome Darts, Madworth, Asheville Bears, Cincinnati Lions Black, and of course Franklin Phoenix over here with 4 eliminations. And it looks like we just had another team get taken out. I think it was the Bearded Dragons. Indeed. Oh, actually, Ogiebo and Saberific going down as well. Let's take a look over here. Cincinnati Lions Black. They're fighting again, but this time it's the Omaha Infinity. Selfish Puppy drills down Water, manages to get them knocked down, and Selfish Puppy doing what they can, swaps over to the car, goes for an untimely reload, and down they go. Omaha Infinity taken out. Meanwhile, over here, the Gnome Ants getting ready to defend against Madworth. as they are trapped inside this building. Scribble's already nearly taken down. Gakabalokas goes down to no shields, activates their ultimate, gets on top of the roof, manages to get a little bit of damage on there, but exposes themselves to too many angles of attack, and down go the gnome ants. This is the ants, right? Madwer takes them out. Looks like more team fights unfolding. Sunny B getting ready to fight in the pit against the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Sunny B gonna fight for their right to survive. It's a 1v2 situation, so it's definitely doable, but very risky nonetheless. They managed to get the knock. It is possible.